Have you ever seriously thought about why so many people spend hours lifting weights in the gym, sweating profusely, sticking to strict diets, and even sacrificing their leisure time, yet ultimately fail to get the results they want? It has certainly happened to you where you tell yourself that this person has everything going for them. Their workout routine is designed by the best coaches, their nutrition is completely precise, and nothing is missing, so why is there no dramatic change in their body? The truth is that when viewed from the outside, everything seems logical, but the real problem is hidden somewhere much deeper. The issue is not the physical body, the heavy training program, or the lack of gym facilities. The problem flows in a deeper, darker layer that most people are completely unaware of. Your brain is working against you like a strong handbrake, and until you understand this destructive mechanism, no heavy weight, expensive supplement, or advanced program will ever push you even an inch forward. Arnold Schwarzenegger said something during his prime that questioned the entire philosophy of bodybuilding and transformed the sports world's perspective. He said that bodybuilding is 90% mindset and only 10% physical work and moving iron. Now, think about it for a moment. We spend our entire lives, energy, money, and time glued to that 10% physical aspect while completely ignoring the 90% mental and vital aspect. What a massive mistake. Let me tell you a secret that maybe no one has ever told you this explicitly. When you step into the gym and start working out, the main battle is not between you and the dumbbells, barbarians, or gym machines at all. The main, breathtaking battle is precisely between you and that voice inside your head that is begging you to stop this pointless effort. The same voice that whispers in your ear right as you reach the last repetition of your final set, saying enough is enough, your body is tired, don't push yourself. During his championship years, Arnold wasn't just building muscle, he was practicing every day how to overcome that damn inhibiting voice. He had elevated the power of mental visualization to a breathtaking and deadly art form. When asked how he could endure those grueling, breath-sapping workouts for hours, he gave an answer that completely changes your perspective on the concept of success and effort. He said, "I don't see the weight at all. I have the finish line and that ideal form I am going to build in the near future right in front of my eyes." For Arnold, weights were just a physical tool, not the ultimate goal itself. Arnold's great lesson is that if your mind cannot fully and vividly imagine your body before you even see it in the mirror, you will never reach it. Many of us, when we go to the gym, blindly mimic movements without our minds engaging with that muscle even a bit. We think that because we went to the gym and did a few moves, we've fulfilled our duty to ourselves. Meanwhile, our subconscious mind is continuously signaling fatigue to the body because it doesn't believe in that change at all. So the first and most important step for fundamental change is learning how to hack your brain and build new neural pathways. Now tell me, has it ever happened in the middle of a workout that you felt you'd truly broken, your eyes went black, and no energy was left in your body? That moment is precisely when magic happens and your true caliber is revealed. Most people think fatigue means the end of the road, a red line, meaning you must immediately stop and rest. But Arnold's perspective was drastically different from this conventional thinking and entirely opposite. He said when hardship hits and pain comes knocking, training only truly begins from that exact point. All the repetitions before that point were just warm-ups and preparations. This is an extraordinarily powerful psychological trick that helps you endure even the hardest moments of life and not surrender. Let's call it passing through the wall of pain. The human brain is biologically designed to flee from pain, pressure, and hardship. This is in our ancient genes to stay alive and conserve energy. But in bodybuilding and precisely on the path to major success, we must act completely contrary to our natural instinct. We must learn to view pain and pressure not as something bad and destructive, but as the only real sign of growth. When muscle burns under the wheat's pressure, it means it is building new fibers and getting stronger. When your brain gets stuck under the pressure of hard decisions or life's problems, it means your intellectual capacity and flexibility are expanding. Arnold repeatedly said in various interviews that he loved the exact moment when intense pain starts, because he knew most of his rivals at that exact moment got scared, quit, and went looking for comfort. This means by enduring those 3 extra repetitions that others run away from, you are defeating your rivals and stepping ahead. Now let's bring these concepts into your own real life and see how they work. How many times in your work, education, business, or goals have you reached a point where you wanted to throw everything away and say I'm broken and have no strength to continue? That moment was precisely the final gym set where everyone else gives up. The difference between extraordinarily successful people and ordinary, gray people is not that they endure less pain. Their fundamental difference is that they define pain in a completely different way. From a successful person's perspective, pain means pure fuel, a stepping stone for climbing and building your next version. So from now on, whenever you feel in life that you are breaking down and the pressure is choking you, remind yourself that you are getting into shape, whether in the gym under the weights or in the great arena of life. But wait, the story doesn't end here, and there is another very important perspective that many people easily overlook: iron discipline. We all think Arnold achieved his position because he had an extraordinarily strong internal motivation. But the bitter and yet beautiful truth of the matter is that motivation is a completely deceptive and temporary feeling. Motivation comes and goes, just like a transient wave in the ocean. There are days when you wake up in the morning and don't feel like it at all, have no mental energy, want to pull the blanket over your head and tell yourself today I'm taking a break and resting. Arnold also had days in his life when he had no motivation to get up, but do you know what his major difference from the rest was? He didn't need motivation at all, because iron discipline had completely taken its place. Discipline means doing the exact thing, even when with all your being you don't feel like doing it. The same days when the weather is rainy, you don't feel like it, your whole body is aching and tired, but you still firmly put your foot in the gym and start your workout. This is the exact turning point and sacred spot where your real character is shaped. Bodybuilding teaches you that your emotions are not your masters, but you are the absolute master of your emotions. Many of us are slaves to our moods. Today we feel like working and putting in energy, tomorrow we don't feel like it and abandon the whole work. With this loose and lazy steering, nothing great and lasting is ever built. Arnold became historical Arnold because he learned how to choose between the momentary desire for comfort and that bigger goal in his head. Every time you stayed on the couch, scrolled through social media, and told yourself I'll start seriously tomorrow, you were teaching your brain how to surrender and accept defeat. But every time you stood up, even with reluctance and laziness, you were making your willpower muscles more steel-like. Human willpower is just like a muscle. Until you put pressure on it, create challenges, and train it, it will never grow or get strong. So if you want to have a steel body, you must first sculpt your willpower like a sculptor. Now let me tell you another shocking truth that maybe fewer people have thought deeply about: absolute focus without distractions. When Arnold worked out in the gym, it was as if the surrounding world completely shut down, sounds cut off, and time stopped. Nothing else mattered to him. Not phones, not gossip, not outside gym problems, nor what people said. Back then, when there were neither smartphones nor these modern worries, focusing was still very hard, but he had learned how to focus all his energy, attention, and thought on one specific point. Now for a moment look at yourself and judge fairly. When you are working, studying, or exercising, how much are you truly and 100% present there? In the middle of a workout set, you check your phone, think about tomorrow's problems, or care about how others are looking at you and what they say about you. This means more than half of your vital energy is being wasted and destroyed. Distraction is the greatest hidden killer of your success. If you focus all the energy of sunlight on a specific point using a lens, it can easily burn a piece of paper. But that same sunlight when scattered does nothing on the ground and is just some warmth. You are exactly like this in your life. When your focus is scattered on your goal, nothing special happens in your life and you spin your wheels for years. Arnold taught us that to grow and be seen, you must be able to leave the whole world behind, close the doors, and focus only on that moment and that work. This means complete and unquestionable mastery over the mind. Now it's time to take a much deeper and more ruthless look at yourself. Have ever thought about why some people constantly look for someone to blame and make excuses? One says I don't have good genetics, another says I don't have a good and equipped gym, one says society's economic condition is broken, and another constantly says I don't have time and life has put pressure on me. Arnold grew up in one of Austria's small and deprived villages, with lots of financial limitations, zero facilities, and a very strict father who didn't quite agree with his big dreams. If he were going to sit and make excuses like many others, his name wouldn't have been heard by anyone in the world today and he would have been lost in that same village. Instead of complaining and moaning about his difficult conditions, he used those few and limited conditions as an extraordinarily good launching pad. This is the biggest mental lesson of bodybuilding and life, taking 100% responsibility. As long as you think someone outside of you is to blame for you spinning your wheels and not progressing, you will never experience real growth. As soon as you take responsibility for everything, from the body you have to the life you have built up to this moment, you gain true and inner power. This means you are no longer a victim of circumstances, but the absolute creator of circumstances. Every heavy weight you lift teaches you that the heavy burden of your life is also on your own shoulders and no external savior is coming to save you. This is where bodybuilding turns from a simple, superficial sport into a great, character-building school for life. A school that teaches you how to stand firm, how to digest big hardships, and how to build stairs for yourself from the middle of failures. So starting today, change your perspective on training, your body, and your life from the roots. Don't think you are just moving some scrap iron, you are building your mind, willpower, and steel character. Every time you say no to your limitations and push a little further, you are giving birth to a stronger version of yourself. Remember, your body is a direct reflection of your mind. If you have an organized mind, you will have a steel body. Now it's time to decide whether you want to remain the same old person who quits at the first hardship, or become the person who carves his own path even in the darkest and hardest moments with his steel willpower.